mom guilt is a real thing. Your time is not yours ever again once you have children. Being 8 months pregnant while shooting it was definitely difficult, but it definitely added a very interesting layer to ACP Catherine Alvarez, the part I played. Well, it's a facade that you think I'm managing it beautifully. There are some days I wake up and I'm a complete mess, and there are some days I feel like I have it all under control, and then I become a complete mess.
Hi everyone, welcome to midday.com. Our guest today juggles many roles. She's a former Miss India, model, actress, reality show judge, and a new mom. And of course, we have seen the trailer of a Thursday, and it's looking fantastic. And you particularly, playing a pregnant cop. We have not seen that before, and you were actually 8 months pregnant. That takes a lot of guts. So please tell us, how did that happen?
I mean, I think more than guts, I think it takes a lot of courage for directors like Behzad to actually cast you. When, in his head before kind of casting me, he wanted me to play this part where I was a cop. He didn't imagine me being like a pregnant cop. And then, of course, because the second wave, there were lots of delays that happened. And then finally, we ended up shooting, and I did tell him that, Bez, I'm 5 months pregnant. He's like, I'm starting shooting. Do you want to do this? And I was like, yes, I want to do this. And that's why I'm having this meeting with you. Here we are. We're trying to, apart from putting out a really important message in the film, we also like kind of hoping and trying to pave a small little path for women in cinema where, it doesn't have to be just marriage and pregnancy and sabbatical and comeback. We're hoping that this kind of, changes things around a little bit, or in a great way.
And how did you pull off the action sequences? I'm sure that's not easy at all.
It was tough. I feel like there was a huge chase sequence which was actually changed around, but there was still the action sequences. There was still like I had to like do a little bit of action, use a gun, and all of that because it is the role of a cop. I kind of pulled it off under Behzad's guidance, and I think the hard part was definitely shooting in the rain, or shooting and then reshooting and then giving the dialogues out. But it's a really good looking film. It's very thrilling. It's got a very strong message. And being 8 months pregnant while shooting it was definitely difficult, but it definitely added a very interesting layer to, ACP Catherine Alvarez, the part I played.
And the cast is very exciting as well. Of course, there's you, Dimple Ma'am, Yami, Atul Sir. So please tell us about shooting with them as well.
Each and every one was so exciting. I think Dimple Ma'am and Atul Sir were still on the verge of being finalized. I was very aware that Yami is going to be playing the character of Naina Jaiswal, and I think she's such a great choice because she's got such a sweet, vulnerable face. And then to be cast as somebody who can actually take 16 kids hostage was one that was implying a lot on the fact that she's such a great actor and she has so many different shades. And for Dimple Ma'am, I saw the film just last night. It's just fresh in my head. Both Dimple Ma'am and Atul Sir have done exceptionally well in the film.
I do know that you have a armed forces background. So do you feel that has also kind of shaped your personality and the kind of person you are today?
I think the one thing that shaped my personality when it comes to the armed forces, it gives you a sense of strength since you're a little kid, and it also gives you a sense of confidence because you're traveling so much and you're meeting new people all the time. Being kind of fearless and unstoppable is a part of your value system that's there from the beginning, because you're raised by a man who's kind of fought wars for the country, and you're raised by a woman who's supported him through it all. So there's a certain sense of strength that my parents always instilled in me, and that's what I get from being a part of the armed forces.
And being a new mom, there's a lot on your plate, definitely, but you're balancing it beautifully, of course. So, anything that you'd like to share about how you kind of pull this off? These multiple.
Well, it's a facade that you think I'm managing it beautifully. There are some days I wake up and I'm a complete mess, and there are some days I feel like I have it all under control, and then I become a complete mess. So yeah, I mean, you don't know with children, right? I mean, in the midst of this interview, if I hear my daughter, say "Mama, Mama," or cry for me, I mean, just be like, my heart will melt, and then I'll have to make that strong choice, and you have to like, hold yourself and keep yourself together because mom guilt is a real thing. And your time is not yours ever again once you have children. But they teach you so much. I mean, they've taught me how to love. they've taught me how to have patience, and they've taught me the most important thing about being a working person is time management. So I want to get things done on time so I can spend the rest of my time with them.
And of course, having Angad as a partner, you're like really loved, a loved couple. So does that also, count as a great support? Because I'm sure he's a hands-on dad as well. So
Yes, he is. And then, it's not that his duty is his and mine is mine. So it's not like our chores are divided or, left undivided kind of thing. So yeah, we kind of make sure that both of us give our children the best versions of ourselves in the given circumstances. And we don't go out of our way to decide, okay, this is your duty and this is mine. So today, if I'm home and I'm on interviews and I'm also going and checking on the kids once in a while and taking breaks, tomorrow he comes back from a schedule and then he kind of steps in. So it's a mix.
and also, fans are going to be quite disappointed. You aren't doing Roadies this time. You have been associated with the show for so long and given so much love. So, what do you feel about that?
I mean, it's a tough one for me as well, and I love the show, and it's brought out a side of me to the audiences, to the fans, to everybody who watches the show. And I've always been one to speak my mind, and Roadies was a larger platform that it led to. Never say never, but I'm definitely not a part of this year.
Are you open to more reality shows? Because people have given you a lot of love for your role there as well.
Absolutely, and why not? If it's a reality show like Roadies that helps me speak my mind, apart from showing an extremely competitive side of myself, why wouldn't I want to be?
Thank you so much, Neha. Loved having you on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.